This is supposed to have color on it. Shout out to the fans out there. What's going on? Shout out to Mitchell Murphy. H3V. Right now it's a late session. Shout out to the fans, man. Shout out to your dad. Shout out to Mr. Murphy. Shout out to Mr. Murphy. It's always good to be kind, man. Yo. I think that's the best thing I heard. That's the best thing I heard for probably like, yes. Most definitely. I need everybody to like, subscribe, share, and comment. My boy Mitchell Murphy. Let's do it now, everybody. How do we subscribe? Okay. We gotta go to Mitchell Murphy dash H3V. Levi! Let's go! Let's go! Uh-oh. This is a big day. Happy birthday to Mitchell Murphy. Time to light up. We gotta play some music. How the hell are we gonna get some music? Oh man, what you wanna hear tonight? No, this is real. This is real. Shout out to Levi J. Skeleton. That's a dope name. That's like Levi J. Skeleton brand. You gotta holler at Levi's, man. Levi's gotta make a whole jeans brand with skeletons all over. Like Levi's, yo. Imagine Levi's did that. I'm telling you. Toy machine. Yo. Jesus loves you. Yo, let me tell you. I'm gonna have to start up some controversy. Jesus is a woman. How many people out there feel like Jesus is a woman? Let me know. Because this makes no sense. Yo, I gotta say this on my live, man. This might sound crazy, but shout out to Mitchell Murphy. Listen, King Von took Jesus to the O. I ain't talking about any Jesus. Listen, I'm talking about the controversy. There's no such thing as Jesus. Listen, man, we're going to start this controversy up right now. Jesus was a lie. The Bible is a lie. That shit is a motherfucking lie. Listen. Shout out to Toy Machine. You know, my belief is this. Yes, there is a look. Hold on, Toy Machine. Listen, I'm telling you right now, this don't got nothing to do with anything. We getting down to the nitty gritty. Jesus is a lie. There's no way. Because you grown as a person already. Everybody is grown. They have sense. This and that. They got the nerve to promote Virgin Mary? So you trying to tell me, hold on. We about to, listen, we got to do this together. So you trying to tell me a virgin had a baby? I'm gonna start right there. I'm gonna start with all the Catholics out here. Ain't no Catholic in the world produced a baby. Like, yo, listen. This shit is getting, it's getting too far fetched now. And I'm the one that's gonna shut this whole shit down with this Jesus theory. So you say, okay, check this out. Hold on. Hold on. Listen to this. Listen to this. Toy Machine, I need you on the live right now. Listen to this. Why is nobody saying, nobody was saying Jesus is a bastard? Okay, back then they didn't even have that word. Wait, I'm not trying to, I believe in Jesus. I'm a Christian, born into Christianity, stuff like that. I believe in Jesus and stuff. But now I gotta say how I really feel instead of just going on with the motion like kumbaya, kumbaya, oh, we going to, no. Yes, God is all powerful and mighty. He has the power to do anything and all. That's very true because we see it. We see it with the animals. I was getting followed by a skunk. I was being chased by skunks. It was like 3 skunks chasing me. So I was like, this is new. I never, I'm talking about, no. These skunks was big like raccoons. This is different. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see a skunk bigger. Yo, the skunks out here is bigger than raccoons. I'm telling you. Now, let's get back to the nitty gritty. There's no way in scientific history that a woman could give birth randomly with no sperm. Jesus, what are you telling me Jesus is? Was Jesus a sperm? Because he was born. Okay? He was born on Christmas. So they say. He was born on Christmas. Look. Yes. Listen. This is the part. I believe King Von took Virgin Mary to the O and made Jesus. Okay? Since everybody wanna play, yes, King Von made Jesus. How about that? Now a lot of people gonna be like, oh, he tweaking, he's off his meds. He's like, what is this? They need to get into the, like, how did this start? So, okay, it's basically, it's not a trolling thing. Is we really talking about Catholics, Christians, this whole Jesus ringamajig, because I don't believe someone can be born in this world and you saying your mother's a virgin. We need to find out who the hell is Jesus' father, and don't tell me God, because that, now you lying on God. So now you see, when I backtrack the whole story and I start making sense, because a lot of people out there is gonna be like, you know what, he is right. I'm not telling you to stand in the way. I'm not telling you to not be righteous. I'm not telling you to not be good. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, where is the proof? Who the fuck even, who told this story? Who told this story to somebody to have them push it on to everybody? And like, who's believing that? Like, you want to make everybody believe. Shout out to okay, shout out to Camden. Shout out to Camden 2002. Yeah. Right now we talking about, Jesus. I believe Jesus is a woman. Okay? They're not going to say it in the Bible. They're not going to say it. Now, I told somebody this today, and now they looked at me like they just looked. But that's my belief. You're not going to change. One thing you're not going to do is change my belief. So now I'm going to have you scratching your head like, wait a second, is Jesus really a woman? Because whoever pushed that story on you, listen. Hold on. I'm going to read the comments. Listen. Whoever pushed that story on mankind, you gotta, anybody would, listen, okay, look. We talking about God. God is the creator of everything. He gave everybody a brain. Your brain, we got 1 billion brains on the planet. Some people is smart, some people is dumb, some people is in the middle. It's actually all the same because it's a brain, right? That's number one. For two, certain parts of the brain is going to believe, certain parts is going to doubt, like, wait a second, nah, you trying to pull a fast one on me and we ain't, no. Times have changed drastically. And it's so crazy because they've been pumping this same story from BC. Okay, you want to know, okay, look. Toy Machine, thank you so much for saying that. Now listen to this. You want to know why Jesus is a woman? Let me tell you why Jesus is a woman. Because number one, he didn't have a father. They did not tell the story of Jesus and his father. Now, the father that they want to put in the story is God, the creator, which, and it's true, the creator did make him, but the creator ain't gonna put sperm in Virgin Mary and miraculously we have Jesus. And now you have a father now. No. We're gonna do it like this. How about we forget Jesus? No, Jesus is not a man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, this is the part where I'm telling you this. The Bible is going to get burned, okay? Because it's wrong. I'm telling you that. Like, that shit been around since BC. Listen, the Bible been around since BC. I'm here to tell you that the Bible is false. I'm going to make shirts. I'm going to say, rebuke Jesus. I'm going to say the Bible is false. And I'm not doing this for no money. I'm not doing this to change anything. Somebody that believes in Christianity, and Christians believe in Jesus. Catholics believe in Virgin Mary. Tell me what's going on. Well, hold on. I'm going to say it again before. Wait. Listen. Y'all typing. Let me turn the lights on now. Hold on. Let me turn the lights on. Hold on. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Y'all not gonna do this today. Y'all not gonna do this on my live. No. Listen, I gotta tell y'all the truth. Listen. Catholics deal with Virgin Mary. If you believe Virgin Mary is a virgin, you're a goddamn fool. Number two, how all of a sudden Catholics don't believe in the Son of Jesus, but now you got Christianity? Catholics believe in Jesus? Okay. So wait. So you trying to tell me that the Pope believes in Jesus? The Pope? This is gonna make sense. Okay, now this is the thing. I'm gonna tell everybody. I'm gonna let listen to all of my followers out there. Not even followers. Cause y'all are real people. We're gonna get down to the bottom of this together, right? Because we all can't keep lying to each other, right? Jesus is a woman. Let me explain to you why. A lot of women nowadays, they give birth to men. Okay, Jesus was a man. Jesus was a man when he was born. Like, not a man. He was a baby. He was a boy. But by not having a father, he grew into a woman. Okay? They didn't have BBLs back then. So they didn't give you a picture of how corrupt Jesus was. Jesus was a rebel. Okay? Listen. Listen, this is why everybody, okay. Listen, I'm telling, I want, okay, now, y'all think this is a joke? It's 7 continents. Once I let the word out, the truth, because I am the truth. They got a lot of people in this world, billions of people, this and that, but forget all of them. Forget all of them. I'm letting you know now. Jesus is a woman. Yeah, I'm telling you now. And listen, you could say whatever you want, but I'm telling you the truth. They're gonna burn the Bible. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get all these Bibles burned. Okay? Just like whoa, look. Toy machine, listen to this. Listen to this because it's not no joke. And it's just like Christopher Columbus, okay? Just like Christopher Columbus talking about, oh, you know, he was dealing with Queen Elizabeth and he needed to jump on a boat and find new land. Dude, you went from Europe, you got that money, you know where America was, you know that wasn't your land, you went over there, you knew the Indians was over there, you knew people was over there, you went over there and you act like you fucking discovered shit. No, man, stop. You're a liar. And you know what? Your lie got a lot of people through. Your little white lie got a, excuse me, your Caucasian, because where the fuck was Columbus from? I wish we could just have some kind of technology where we could just push some kind of shit up in the grave and just have them talk again. Like, what was on your mind when you went from Europe the place that we talking about, Britain, that owned all of this stuff? They sent you over there on a dummy mission, basically. They sent you Europe. The British sent Christopher Columbus on a dummy mission on a ship that was like damn near breaking down. Like the ship was about to break down. It wasn't even, back in the days, they didn't have no, they didn't, I don't even know how they got across that water. She actually thought they wasn't even going to make. Listen, America is not even supposed to be America right now because he wasn't, like, they was planning on him not to make it. You don't even know the story. A lot of people be thinking, I'm telling you now. And you know what? God bless the Queen. We could have got some answers. We could have got some real deep, we could have got some treasury answers. Did you want him to make it? When you sent him on that trip to America, did you want him to make it? Yes or no? Like, with deep down in all your heart, did you want him to make it? No. That would have changed history right there. And by him getting there, he had to do the pump fake out of this world. Oh, I found new land. The world is flat. Like, he did too. When he got to America, he was doing too. He did some crazy shit. Like, I could just imagine what he was doing. Like, you already seen what he gassed up the Indians. Imagine how much liquor they had on that boat. So you jumped on a boat with mad liquor from Europe and you got it to America. Some people sold out early because you had some paper. They like, oh, silver, what's this? This shit, nigga, we don't deal with this. This shit ain't, we don't buy nothing here. We don't buy nothing in America. Y'all came here and started making people buy shit. Can I tell you the truth? The fuck is going on here? That's why now I'm gonna go push it on Orlando Brown. When you heard, did you hear his rant, Orlando Brown? Did you hear him? He said something about you making us buy grapes, apples. Yo, it was crazy. When he said that, I swear to God, when he said that, I didn't even know what he was talking about. I was like, this nigga's bugged out. But then when you see the grass, because we on my live. So when we do all of that history and we bring it up to where Christopher Columbus' foot landed on the United States soil, because he never traveled before. He never traveled before. They sent him on a dummy mission because he didn't say nothing about, yo, I've been here. He never said, yo, I've been here before. I never heard that story. Did you hear that story? Did you hear Christopher Columbus saying, yo, I've been here like 10 times. The people is nice. I don't got to buy nothing. You didn't hear that. soon as his feet hit the ground, he had to go by land rules, because he's not like, you know how it is. You know how it is when somebody step on your land and you see them for the first time, like you're not from here. You seen what he was wearing. We don't wear that in America. The fuck is this? What the fuck? He thought it was a fashion week. He thought it was fashion week. Christopher Columbus came to America on a boat with liquor on some fashion week shit. So when they seen him, they like, clothes? We don't even, clothes? We don't wear clothes. The Indians wasn't wearing clothes, man. They had some shit. They had a leaf to cover their nuts, and they was smoking weed, nigga. Over there in California, anywhere that was hot. We need to find out where Columbus pulled up at. We talking about the Atlantic. We ain't talking about the Pacific. We talking about this shit over here that he crossed. He crossed the Atlantic fucking Ocean. He crossed the ocean. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. Impossible mission. Listen. Queen Elizabeth, like, I don't know how Columbus even got up in her ear. But you know what? To me, she shooed him like this. Like, oh yeah, you want to impress me? All right, go ahead. She went like this. You know, she's the queen. She don't care about what niggas is talking about all day. You got 100 people. You got 100 people in your ear saying, "Yo, I do this for you, queen. Yo, I do this for you, queen." Until one motherfucker said, "You know what? I'll find you some land." She was like, "Whoa, I never heard that. Wait, we got all the land. What land could you possibly get us?" Look at this dude. Guards, get him. So the guards got him hemmed up for like 90 days, 3 months. Talking about you got land. He said he got land. He said out his mouth, "Yo, I got land for the queen." How you got land? How? Who are you? I'm Christopher Columbus. Oh, the name sound jazzy. He had a little talk game. So, oh, you got land? Where the land at? You know, he was good with the map, the compass, this and that. Mind you, where he was going to get the land at, he knew that, he said, "Listen, I gotta do this shit for the queen. That shit is my land. It ain't no, when I get there, it's mine. Because I'm going to take it." It's ringing the bell now? It's ringing the bell? Because guess what? A lot of men, they'll do things for women. Something like that along those lines. So she gave him a little ear. She was listening for a minute, like, okay. My man, nobody out here be traveling like the way how you thinking about traveling. You think about, you trying to, and then you try to lie. Wait. Let me tell you what he lied about. Christopher Columbus said he traveled the 7 seas. On a boat, 7 seas. Dead ass. Yo, your man Christopher Columbus is like, I think he's like the biggest pimp in the whole entire world, because you sat there and told the Queen of England that owned basically everything, you told her to her face or to her ear, because she was listening, and you said, yo, I got some land for you. I'm gonna go pick it up right now. You know, like, I'm giving you the scenario of today's talk and back then talk. Yo, I got some land for you. I'm gonna go pick it up for you right now. Now in his mind, he like, yo, I don't give a fuck. I'ma go take this land. They pulled up in Texas, matter of fact. But it's no, okay, they pulled up, but that's kind of crazy because maybe the current from up up Europe, maybe the current, they probably was up. In my idea, they was like where, like, not where the war was going on with the Boston and those stuff like that. Not up there. They was probably like uh, that area. You could just say everything. They was coming for everything because it when if you sailing, you really got the whole mass of where to go. You could go all the way up that way. You could go all the way down this way. Remind you, they never traveled before. This is what I'm gonna tell you because this is what history is saying. This is what history said. And then when we do the backtrack, they they stop they stop pushing that in world history books, like all over the world. I think it was after 2000, definitely. It was after 2000, maybe 2002 or something like that, when it was like, you know what, Christopher Columbus is a fraud, because everybody was like, it was a lot of debate in the school. It's a lot of debate, like, period. Like, dude, you can't tell me you coming from Europe for your first time and you still land. Now, the Indians, I'm going to tell you what they did. They ran off scared because they never seen nobody in clothes with a gun. Yo, they had clothes, they had a gun, they had socks, they had liquor, they had fire. No, we had fire too, but they had some weird looking ass clothes, mustache, mustache with the, the magician mustache where your mustache curl up. Like, that's how they was looking. They was looking like slicksters. You could just imagine. If I'm an Indian with no clothes and I see a nigga with clothes on and he got a gun and he got liquor, we got the weed, we burning heap. I'm talking about heap. Like, listen, I don't know how like the way how they smoke weed right now. You putting it in the joint and all that. This is not what the Blackfoot Indian chief did not smoke weed. He was not rolling up nothing. They will go in the back. They'll go cut down like 20 trees. Go put it in a fucking heap. Then you got the real chief. His tent is not far away from the heap. They light the heap on fire. They light the heap. They start dancing around the heap. They start dancing around the heap, making a lot of noise, and like they just inhaling. It's no smoking. It's just inhaling. So when now listen, we talking about gangster Mexicans. Those are the Indians. I'm talking about, like, this is where the Stone Age and all that stuff come from, because they was living off the land, and it looked exciting. It looked like something was going on. So Christopher Columbus, now he comes on the land with the liquor. He like, yo, y'all got smoke, we got liquor. Let's trade. But they didn't want to trade because they don't smoke. One or two people smoked because of the chief. Remember, the chief was getting high, and he extended his hand to villages that's, how you welcome people? Like, that's the problem. Like, they welcomed people that they didn't know. They like, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. The chief was like, listen, look, pay attention. The chief, in his mind, he was like, listen, we are getting, not in those terms, we are getting so high. This is God. They God was smoke. People don't even know that. They God was like smoke. They dance and they pray. They was the real. That's why a lot of this shit is going on right now with the weed, because they trying to keep the weed afloat because of the Indians. They saying, oh, we taking care of your country, but they watering it down now. They hurting people because it was pure. Now it's not pure no more. Now they cutting it and they making 3 times more money off of the shit that you offered them. Now we gotta buy it. Now we gotta buy it for real? It's crazy. And you're not even buying the real shit. You buying some fake shit now. The real shit, you gotta go to... You wanna know where the real shit is at? To be honest, guess where? Europe. And it's not even hot in Europe. I know you looking like, nah, you lying. It's in Cali. Yes, it's in Cali too. But that's too far for the Europeans. So they grow it. They got the lights. They do all kind of shit now. Like, now it's different. So they talking about, oh, I'm not knocking them, but if you pay attention, Columbus and everybody that came over here, pay attention to this part is going to shock my whole entire motherfucking life right now. It's going to shock the whole world. And this is what I want, because people need to know. They don't know the history, or they don't got no goddamn common sense. This land did not have no Caucasians at all. Right? Let's get that straight. When Columbus came over here and he did what he did, and he took a state. He took like, I think it was like Texas. You know, the war was over there in Boston and all that, but it wasn't like Christopher Columbus. That came, like, Christopher Columbus was first. They done migrated to America, and then you know what they did after that? They said, well, you need some people on this land, dude. You need some people on this land. You can't just have land. We need money. We're about money. We're not about land. Well, nigga, we got land. Who cares? Who gives a fuck about land? Excuse my language. This was coming out. So they're like, okay, you got the land, so what? We need money. So they said, oh, you need money? At that time, it wasn't really money. It was like labor. Like the pyramids, you see how they made the pyramid? That was all labor. That was no money. Okay? The pyramid was not built off of somebody giving somebody money. That was built off of lashes, sun, and movement. Same thing like the Great Wall of China. Like, look at that wall. Like, that wall is crazy. That wall is still up to today. Like, that wall is up there. It's probably more high tech now. Like, you probably can't even touch that wall. In a minute, you're not even going to see that wall, but it's going to be there. Yeah. Japan is like, I mean, yeah, China's like that. Like, they got the wall. They made that wall for a lot of reasons, different reasons. But now, since they got the technology, now they can actually block the wall and make it look invisible. Yeah, at least halfway invisible. So now they done ran to Africa. They said, okay, we need people. Where are we going to get people from? They said, you know what? We're going to have to infiltrate on Africa because Shaka Zulu is over there killing other tribes and taking tribes like they doing it. Let's do it to them. And then that's when it motherfuckers started. When they had to go to Africa with 3-4 boats. Same thing. The Africans, they ain't know what the fuck was going on because they ain't have no clothes on. They seeing motherfuckers with clothes, guns, and all this crazy shit. So some of them submitted because they was already in the war with Shaka Zulu. So all the Europeans was doing was coming and taking the people that already got beaten. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So they take them, they bring them to like plantations and all these places. You see like Detroit before it was Motor City was plantation. Georgia, plantation. Virginia, plantation. Louisiana, plantation. Uh, Texas, plantation. Boston, like everywhere that they created the land at, that's where, look, Rhode Island. You know what I'm saying? And it was land for everybody because everybody was just taking shit. Yo, this is mine. I don't know what the fuck. Yo, this is mine. My man came over here, he took the land. Yo, all this over here, this is mine. All this, it got to a point where they had to populate the whole fucking country, basically. And it took years. It took like, it's so now when you see people nowadays, if you on the train or you anywhere, and people are still looking at you like you do not belong here, and they're Caucasian, they actually got the whole history fucked up. You don't belong here. You need to, the same way how motherfuckers be like, oh, you need to go back to Africa. Nah, you need to go back to your, soon as you pump it, wait, because I ain't racist, I ain't on none of that. Soon as you pump that, that means you don't know your real history. Somebody came over here and got y'all gassed up. They got you gassed up. We all was brought here. Some people came here, some people was brought here, but guess what? We all here. Some people even came here willingly after all the madness. Like, yo, that's the place to be. If you ain't in America, you ain't nowhere. And you know what? I gotta say, it might be right. Not even might. It is right. Cause if like you gotta travel. If you go places and you see how things is really going on, you be like, you know what? I'm taking my ass to America and I'm gonna work and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna just have the good life is in America. It ain't nowhere else because you can't get a job. Everywhere else is like poor, quiet. That that's for when you, it's two things. It's either you spiritually godly inclined to live an honest, clean life with no money and just live off the land, and everything is regular. I got an uncle like that. He don't deal with no money, no nothing. He just deal with the land. Or you can deal with money. Deal with deal with just deal with that type of system and stuff like that. Well, the whole thing is this. People need to wake up because guess what? History, some people could try to. Okay, look, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna rock my live. This live, I'm rocking it right now. Now listen to this. From the beginning of time, let's drop it. From the beginning of time, from zero, from the beginning. Listen to me. From the beginning of time, I'm talking about day one, day zero on earth, to right now, nothing has changed. When you take away this and you take away that, and you take away this and you take away that, at the end of it all, you can't change history. Even if you try to lie about it. See, what I'm saying is Jesus, they lied about it. Because I'm not going to believe that. You had me going for a minute. But then I had to, you got to think for yourself. You got to think about it. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Why they keep pumping Jesus? You trying to tell me Jesus, a man, is in this world from no sperm in Virgin Mary? How? How is this? How is this scientifically? What's going on? Who's pumping this? Burning. Like that whole story? Nah, I ain't buying it. And you know what? All of these prophets, it's no such thing as a prophet. That's another thing. Because people people be pumping stuff. I can't tell you who's the prophet. They told me, okay, I'm gonna say this. I went to a fortune teller. Yeah, I know what y'all saying. I know what y'all saying. I went to a fortune teller and they said, the lady said, it's crazy how sometimes it's always the lady. It's two things she said that I would never forget. And it's like, wow, she better be on point about, she better be like, it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. That's the thing. It's nothing bad. It's just something because I asked a question. It was my question to ask. Like, I want to know when my time is running. Like when I ask something and I get a response, does that count as a part of my time? Because we can't just be talking to be talking. I'm talking to try to find out some stuff. So she said two or three things. The first two things she said, it was it was something on the lines of like Genghis Khan. I don't know if y'all know who that is. I don't even know who that is. I think I heard a little slight story, but it might not be the piece of the story that you heard. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So I said to myself, let me ask this lady some more questions before my time run out because I'm not spending no more money on this. Is gonna be a one-time thing, and I'm gonna stay away from the them side gypsies or whatever. I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna go holler at another gypsy later on. And I'm gonna ask a very nice question because everyone out there on my live, y'all gonna be with me on this one. And I know where to go. I know where to go to see like professional. Like this is not gonna be like no. This is gonna be a real experienced person. It's just that people don't be spending or believing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you back, right? I'm trying to tell you. So I covered a lot of ground on Christopher Columbus coming to America with clothes on, spooking the Indians when they had that weed, and here he come with the liquor on Thanksgiving. Y'all gotta remember. And yeah, Thanksgiving is coming up too. And they hold listen, they holding this title. They holding this title because if you think about it, they actually that's why these holidays you gotta look at it now. Now I'm looking at it from a real point of view because it's like, yo, you murdered the Indians on Thanksgiving? That was fucking brutal. Like this was before uh this was before the KKK. And then that's what they turned that shit into because the people that they went to take from Africa to bring on the land, now all of a sudden you saying you KKK and you brung us. Y'all the ones that brung us on this fucking land. Now you want to throw on fucking white sheets and tell us, oh, we gonna kill you and stuff like that? That's not fair because it's like, yo, that's why a lot of white people be like, yo, don't hurt the black people because it's like you brung them here. You brung them to this country and now you want to kill them. Come on, man. Don't y'all know y'all history out there? Ain't that messed up? That's why a lot of white people love us. A lot of white people, listen, they got a lot of white people, a lot of Caucasian people out there in America that love black people because they know we're not a harm to y'all. We actually the ones that got y'all motherfuckers where y'all at right now. We are the reason wherever you at in your life, we are the reason for wherever you at in your life. And you don't even motherfucking pat motherfucker. You don't even rub my back. You ain't never rub. You supposed to be rubbing my back. All white, listen, all white people supposed to be rubbing my motherfucking back. Like I'm in a golden shower right now. Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm telling you the truth. And then people running around out there, y'all don't even know what's going on. Y'all don't know y'all history. Y'all don't know y'all life. You don't know what the hell are you standing up for? What are you standing up? Do you know what's going on? Do you really know what's going on? Oh, they saying this. Oh, they saying that. Oh, you feeling? Don't make me, listen. Stop it. Because listen, like I just differentiated everything. There's some good white people that feel entitled, meaning, oh, y'all deserve that stuff happening to y'all because y'all should have known better, which we should have. How the fuck you gonna come and let motherfuckers take you off your land? That's like right now. We got the money, we got everything. You think you could take us and go? No, that's not happening. So they looking at it now y'all jumping back. Everybody jumping back like, yo, hold on, wait a second. That's not them same people that you motherfucking took. They some mutants now. They would, yo, are we safe? Now everybody's trying to turn into something. They trying to turn LGBTQT. They trying to turn this. They trying to turn that. They trying to hide. They trying to do that. You've been stolen. And the only way to take yourself back is if you got some goddamn money, fool. You need to get your ass back to where you came from. Because guess what? Wait a second. It's two things. The first thing I said, yes, that's true. The second thing is, this shit was never theirs. That's the whole thing. It was never yours. And if you really want to get down to it, guess what? This is where God steps in. Like, wait a second. All of y'all are twisted. Nigga, this shit ain't yours. This shit ain't yours. This shit is mine. Then what? It's coming together now. It's coming together now for y'all, right? It's coming together now, but guess what? 1,000,000 people is not gonna learn. If it take if it take 1,000 millions to make 1,000,000,000, right? 1,000,000 people don't learn. Followed by the rest. Whoever, I don't know what type of number that is. All I know scientifically right now, the way how I'm doing things on my thing, a million. Okay, matter of fact, wait. Let me just say, I'ma double it. I'ma double it. You gotta say, I'ma say 100,000,000 people. Pay attention, pay attention. It's 50 states. You got a man and a woman. That's two people. At least 1,000,000 men and 1,000,000 women don't understand. And you got 50 states. 50 times 2 is 100. You got 100,000,000 people that don't understand. What about the whole other 900,000,000 people? That's a big, and it's a lot, and it's like 2-3 billion people in the world. Yo, shit it's too saucy right now. God is working. God is working. So the thing is this. There's gonna be somebody that changes 100 million people's minds. Yeah. And the way how it's going right now, they develop something to where people, I don't know what it is. I might I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to troll on this one if you could follow me, but I don't think they're gonna get it. But they made a system to where you can troll and leave everybody lost. So that message that you're trying to get through to only two people at first, they're not trying to let you get all of these people under one scrutiny, really, because that would be that would be called a government, to where that's kind of it could be dangerous, but when you dealing with people that is positive and come up with solutions, then okay. You know, even if people don't like each other, it's like I could make these people not even fight, or I could make them fight if they want to keep going, and then after that they come to a rational agreement, or you don't even have to have an agreement, like, you know. So that's what the world is in a bad state. Okay, look, I'm putting it to you like this. The world is gonna continue being the world. From the time this world, people don't even know. I'm gonna tell you this. How about this? How about this? How about this? How about this? When the world started, it was a little rock. It was dust, matter of fact. This world was dust. And you know what? People don't understand that. I just looked at this. I just looked at this. Listen, 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 listen. The world is actually getting bigger. Every 100 years or 1,000 years, because we don't know how long this earth been here, but you know it's getting bigger, because guess what? They building stuff, they crushing it down. People are dying. You put bodies on top of bodies, buildings on top of buildings, water on top of what. So this world is constantly growing. Every year when it's winter and you know the leaves is not there, because remember the leaves fell, and that goes into the ground and that creates moist soil for the air and the bugs and the food and stuff like that. Then after that, guess what you got? The whole world grows at the same exact time. Like, matter of fact, half and half. Because one half be cold, other be hot. The world is growing. Do not ever think that the world is not growing. Okay? Now, I'm so mad because Christopher Columbus, listen, I thought this motherfucker was still alive the way how they motherfucker talking about Christopher Columbus. I'm ready to whoop his ass. He not even around. I'm a motherfucker. I've been motherfucking looking for this dude. He's not even around no more. Because he sat there and lied like a fake ass pimp. I don't know who he was. I don't know where he came from. We don't know where he was born at. We don't know what blocks he was on. We don't know if he was a hustler. We don't know. We don't know. All we know is that he yelled out that fly shit to the queen. She heard it, like she heard him. They locked him up. He had to tell, like, he probably felt, he probably felt good when he got locked up, like, oh, this is my chance. I'm gonna talk to the queen. And all she wanted to know is like, what land you got when we got all the land? Who are you? You gotta think like the queen. If I got all the land, if you notice, wait. If you notice, they never got together. Matter of fact, whatever happened to Christopher Columbus? We don't know how he died. We don't know how he died, man. A person like that, we need to know. We didn't hear fucking a dinosaur ate him. We didn't hear nothing. I think he got sick on the ship. That's what I think. I think I heard that. I think he got sick on the ship. And I don't know. I'm not even gonna get into that theory. But he was a fake ass pirate, dude. Do you understand what I'm talking? No, I ain't gonna lie. They could probably say he was thugged out, but at the end of the day, listen, I'm black. They had guns and all this stuff. I don't know, man. Like, you can't pull no shit like that right now. Like, that's kind of crazy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, the main thing is this. Christopher Columbus is a goddamn liar. He was a clout chaser, matter of fact. That's how we were. Like, imagine if they had that word back in the days, like clout. Imagine it was, like, he was clout, because he said, I heard him say the world was flat, and he done killed. This was a Mexican land, dude. This shit happened in Texas, I think. Like, when I think about America, all I think about is Texas, because that's the biggest state. And Texas is next to the border of Mexico. So they had Mexico and Texas and New Mexico. Like that was the whole play right there. Like that, like they not playing with that place. Like that place got resources. And oh, you think you gonna come over here? Like you could go over there because those are the chumps over there. That's like the, you know what I'm saying? Like they clowns over there. They got all that land over there, but they clowns. They let y'all come through, take this or whatever. But over here in Mexico, you're not gonna invade this. We're gonna clap you. And that's why they got the border right there to where it's uh, like you sure about this? Like, cause once you cross this line, you're not where you're at no more, dude. You gotta know what's going on. You gotta know some language. You gotta know. You better have some you better have some you better have some arroz con pollo. You know what I'm saying? You better stop playing. You better have it. I don't know, man. But besides that, if you pay attention, they never mess with them people, man. They mess with them like that's why I don't understand. Like I don't understand a lot of people. That's why the thing is the thing is this. It's two things. Let me tell you. Like I said, with the Shaka Zulu thing, his name was ringing and he was taking tribes. So the Europeans figured out, well, we ain't gonna mess with him and his tribe because we're going to die. And they knew that. Like you gotta understand something. Like when you deal with a certain criteria of um like it's a tribe, Shaka Zulu, you know you're gonna die. Like they gonna hit you with they gonna hit you with the harpoon, the joint, like they in trees and all of that. Like so you're not even gonna get them. You're gonna get the people that they went up against and lost. Like they lost up against the Zulu Nation stuff. So Europeans got them. They took them back over there, and now you got a whole different tribe, right? You got tribes. This is why alright, like, subscribe, share, comment. Listen, this has been a real historical event. Please don't play with me. Please. Please, pretty please. Like, subscribe, share, comment.